Hey, good morning, Facebook. I'm in here putting my face on this morning, and I had a few words of wisdom to share with you. And so I don't know if this thing is working. Some days my phone works, and some days it does not. Can you see this? Like, my lighting is so bad in this bathroom. Hello. Can y'all see this? I don't see any comments. I don't know if it's working. Okay, so I actually see it coming on. I'm actually getting dressed today. I have an interview today in a few minutes. And so I need a new brow brush and they're sold out. What do you do? All right, so let me hop on here real quick and talk to y'all because I don't have a lot of time. I gotta get dressed. But here's the thing. So I had a conversation this morning with some good friends. I have an accountability group. We meet every single morning. All right, we meet every single morning. I have one at 6:30 a.m. I have another one at 7:30 a.m. And one of the things that we were talking about is, everybody's talking about pivoting, but knowing how to manage those pivots with wisdom and doing things that are going to be beneficial to you, that are not attached to ego, not attached to the wrong reasons why you're doing things, right? So here, let me just y'all know I like to shoot straight. As an entrepreneur, sometimes we like to do things because of how things sound, right? Oh my God, I run my own business. I'm building my own brand. I own my own company. I run an e-com business. I do this, I do that, blah, blah, blah. You need a halo light? I have a light out there. I just need to go and get it. What's a halo light? I'll look it up. I definitely need to go get one. Oh, I think that's the one just for the phone. Yeah, the lighting sucks in here. Really, really bad. But I'll go get one. But here's the thing. As entrepreneurs, we tend to do stuff for the sound, how it sounds. Everybody is always looking, I won't say everybody, a great deal of people who are newbie entrepreneurs, who are just getting started in business, like to be connected to how it looks when I say that I do a thing, or how it sounds. It's impressive. Oh my God, you run your own agency. Oh my God, you have your own e-com store. But here's what matters most when it comes to business. What matters most is, what does it look like for your current profitability situation? How is it working for you personally according to how you want to work? And then how is it positioning you to reach your long-term goals, right? Is it positioning you to reach your long-term goals? Unfortunately, many of us are connected to the short term. We're connected to how big my following is. We're connected to, I had a $10,000 month. We're connected to, I sound like I'm a boss and my pictures make me look like I got it going on. And we don't think about the long term. We don't think about, is this really positioning you for your long-term goals? Is it going to get you to where you need to be? And so one of the things that I've been having to do is to have these very heartfelt conversations with my circle, about things that I thought would be great ideas that sometimes don't turn out to be as conducive as you want it to be. It doesn't work. It's just not working. It can work from a standpoint of, it may make you money, but it may not be putting you in the position that is going to give you the life that you desire, or put you in the long-term positioning that you need. And so I am so grateful that I have these conversations. And hold on, let me open up these blinds. This may help with my lighting. Maybe that'll give me better light. Just a little bit, just a tad coming from over here. But I'm in a dark bathroom. But here's the thing, it's time to get over the fluff of how you think things look. I had to have a really long, I had a panic attack on Friday, okay? I had a panic attack on Friday because something fell in my lap that actually was going well. And I was freaking out because I was like, oh my God, but this wasn't in my plan. I wasn't supposed to be going in this direction. I wasn't supposed to this. Let's see, is Wi-Fi working? Okay. I wasn't supposed to be, because I had a whole visual of what it would look like when it came together, and this beautiful imagery that I thought it was going to be. It didn't turn out that way. And I had this panic attack because it was going so well and I was enjoying it, and I was freaking out, and I was like, how did this just happen? Because this was not in alignment with what I thought it was going to be. And one of the things that I've learned is that when you pray and ask God for something, he may not bring it the way in which it looked for you. And you have to be open to making the pivots and the shifts and the changes that is aligning, that is working, right? Sometimes we're forcing things to work that are not coming together, but because we're so attached to what it looks like, or we're so attached to what it sounds like, we don't want to release ourselves from that thing. We don't want to let it go. We don't want to walk away, or because you put too much time into it and you was just hoping and wishing it'll finally come together. Listen, guys, one of the things that I've learned about life is that our spirit will tell us the truth. And when you're finding yourself in these frustrating places where things are not coming together as planned, and you know it's not working, but you're constantly trying to force it to work. You try it from this direction, you try it from that direction, you go, from every which direction. You try to bring somebody in to fix it, you throw money at it, you can do all these different things. If it's not coming together, it may be time to shift in a different direction. And it may not be easy to accept that it didn't work, but guess what? A lot of times, and I don't want to say a lot of times, all the time, all things were working together for your good. It may not be it may be that thing did not work, but guess what? It set you up for what was coming next. And it equipped you and enabled you to be positioned and to be ready for what was coming next. It gave you the experience that you needed. It gave you the maturity that you needed. It gave you the insight. It allowed you to be able to see things a certain way. And it is equipping you for what is next. So when it comes to pivoting and making critical decisions, make sure you get you an advisory board of people to talk to that you respect, that you adore, that you love, but that they operate from a place of wisdom and discernment. And it is really good if you have somebody that is spiritually connected and in tuned, that they can give you godly counsel. Because a lot of times, guys, we are holding our own selves back in our minds because we're trying to convince ourselves that whatever we expected to happen needs to happen. And if it doesn't happen the way we want it to happen, that we need to keep holding on to something even though it's not meant to happen, right? I hope y'all get that. And so I want you guys to understand, having an advisory board of friends. I have spent this entire quarantine on calls and in communities of people where we are coaching and helping each other through this season. How do you pivot? What should you be focusing on? Where should you put your energy? Well, let's think about the long term. We know you might want to make income right now, but if you're putting your energy into this, how is this positioning you for where you want to be on the other side? Like, what are some things that you need to let go of? What are some things you should really be focusing in on? How do you create a singular focus? How do you stop allowing yourself to be all over the place? How do you get yourself out of your emotions? How do you get tapped and tuned into something where you're thinking about it from 12 months from now, 18 months from now? How can you develop the daily disciplines? What are those daily disciplines? How are you scheduling your day? Like, all those things are critical components that a lot of times, we think we're doing those things, we think we're focusing on those things, and we're not. And so I've had my accountability crew. We have these conversations. Some days I don't want to hear what they got to hear. But so let me tell you what happened to me this morning. I got a text from a friend on the accountability call. And he said, Nick, I'm concerned about this because I feel like you don't have your singular focus that you need to have. That's what he said to me. And I was like, I agree. I feel the same way. I feel like I got to eliminate some stuff. That was our conversation. And we ended up on the phone. And when I talked to him, it was like, it's chop time. Some stuff got to go. Some stuff gonna have to be released. And some things that I was attached to because of how it looked and how it sounded and how it felt and what I thought it was going to be, it just gotta go. Because at the end of the day, it was a stepping stone to get me to what's next. And if I really want to leverage what's next, then I gotta take advantage of that thing and not be caught up in it. So anyway, that's that. I gotta get dressed, but I want y'all to understand it is so important to get you an advisory board of people to help you and get them in your corner to help give you godly counsel and to walk you and coach you through some things, because on the other side of it is your win, your big win. But you need a coach. You need advisors, you need a community to help you make some wise decisions. So I hope this helps y'all, but I gotta go. I gotta do an interview in a few minutes. I actually put on a dress today, y'all. But I still need to comb my hair and put on makeup in 15 minutes. I gotta go. Bye.